Hi there everyone, your Pyral here with some more Pokemon Platinum. Last episode, we entered the Team Galactic Eterna building, and we defeated Commander Jupiter. Now, we're going to go to the bike shop, because that's the whole reason we went there. We went to go rescue the bike shop owner. So the bike shop is right down here, and when you try to enter, Cynthia's here. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. I've got something nice. I wanted you to have this Pokemon egg. Will you accept it? What happens if you say no? Oh, you don't need to feel obligated. It's hard filling the pages of the Pokedex, isn't it? I only want to lend you a little hand, that's all. Oh, she won't let you go until you accept the egg. Interesting, I didn't know that. Okay, well, I wanted this egg anyways. So let's do that. And Pokemon inside the egg is happy too, I'm sure of it. Keep the egg with you in your party of yeah. A Pokemon will hatch from it while you're traveling. I'll be happy to know that it will help fill another page of your Pokedex. See you again. Well, thank you. I actually really appreciate that. Anyways, let's just go in here and claim ourselves our bike. What is Team Galactic trying to do with other people's Pokemon? I don't know. Thanks for rescuing me. This is something to show my thanks. It's the latest model bicycle. You must take it. I insist. So now that we have the bike, we can actually go through Cycling Road now. It's the latest model, so I'll read the operating manual to you. Press the B button to shift up or down. In third gear, you can't go all that fast, but it's easier to control. In fourth gear, it gets harder to steer and stop, but it's fast. Really? Okay, so before we head on into Cycling Road, let's show off what the bike can do. By going into the key items, this is also a feature I haven't shown off yet, but if there's an item you want to use in your key items pocket that's like that you just want to make it more convenient for you, select the item, in this case the bicycle, and hit register. So now, whenever we press the Y button, we'll just automatically use the item. Easy way to use the bike. Anyways, as you can see, I'm here in fourth gear, so I'm going super fast. Press the B button. Now I'm in third gear. Easier to control. I generally don't like using third gear. I like the faster option, but that's just me. Also, these blue things that you see all around the city, these are just bike stands that you can automatically get on or off your bike with. Very convenient. Anyways, I need to heal up. Also, there's an NPC here who had their Pokemon stolen, right? Yeah, you. Got my Pokemon back. I'm so happy I feel like riding my bike down Cycling Road together with it. Well, good for you. Anyways, now that we have the bike, before we head on into Cycling Road, I want to use this opportunity to hatch this egg that we received from Cynthia. Because, one, we can easily do that right here. So Pokemon eggs, they are things that contain Pokemon. Now, I won't get into how you can get more Pokemon eggs because we're not really in the place where it would be relevant for that, but when we have an egg in our party, we can just move around until it eventually hatches, and it'll give us a little description here. It appears to move occasionally, it may be close to hatching, so it'll be relatively easy to hatch this egg. Some eggs will take a long time to hatch, but again, it just depends on how many steps you take, which is why having the bike makes this really, really easy. So I'm just gonna do this, just bike around Eterna City. Then eventually it'll get to the point where it says the egg will be close to hatching. But having the bike around makes it really easy to hatch eggs. There's abilities later on, 2 of them, mainly for Fire-type Pokemon, that will actually cut the amount of steps it takes to hatch an egg in half. But we don't have anything like that right now, so oops. Anyways, how close is this egg to hatching? Oh, really? And actually, if you are playing through Pokemon Diamond or Pearl, Cynthia won't give you an egg here. So, this is a Platinum thing. But still, the Pokemon in the egg is one that I really want to talk about whenever it does hatch. Also, the bike music is pretty catchy. But whenever you go to a new route while you're on the bike, the music stops and it just transitions over to the actual music that plays in the area. So, that's a thing. I generally don't use the bike that often. I don't know why. Platinum was the game where I Actually, yeah, it was Platinum. I used the bike quite a bit in Pearl, but Platinum, that's really where I stopped using the bike really often unless I was hatching eggs or going through Cycling Road. So that habit might carry over into this Let's Play, so whoops. Anyways, how close is this egg to hatching now? Sounds gonna be heard coming from inside. It's gonna hatch soon. Okay, just a little bit more, and the egg will be ours. Well, I mean, the egg is already ours, but we'll have the Pokemon that's inside it. So, come on. You're almost there, little egg. You're almost there. There it is. The egg is hatching. This is going to be really exciting. So, inside of this egg is the Pokemon Togepi. This is actually a neat little Pokemon. Now, before I talk about Togepi itself... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna keep this. Okay, then. I was gonna say, I was gonna be like, oh, this wasn't a Togepi that I wanted. I can just reset. So you know what? Let's quickly go over resetting the game, because that is a thing that could be useful for you. So, in this instance, let's say I didn't get the Togepi that I wanted. I'm saving here because I did. Jeez, Bold Nature with Serene Grace. Nice. But, in the event that I didn't get the Togepi that I wanted, then, right before I would talk to Cynthia, I could just reset the game, because in this instance, whenever you get something like a gift Pokemon, its stats are generated upon receiving it. So, what you could do here is, if you didn't get a Togepi that you wanted, then you could just reset the game, talk to Cynthia again, get the egg again, and hatch it again. A bit of a lengthy process, but because this is one that you could just easily get without any effort, then it's worth it to do that. And here, to reset the game, if you're playing on a 3DS like I am, just press the home button. You can close the menu, and then just reopen the game up that way. But there's another method if you're playing Pokemon games. I think this might work on other DS games as well, but there is a certain button combination you can use. But here, this is the 3DS method, which isn't nearly as fast as playing on or it's not nearly as fast as the other method to reset the game. So again, this is pretending that I didn't get the egg from Cynthia. So I would just walk over here. Oh, Cynthia, you want to give me egg? I will take egg. Hatch it again. Oh, it's not what I wanted? Okay. So in this instance, just press L, R, start, and select, and that just resets the game. It's called a soft reset, or it's what people call it. So yeah, really handy if there is something that you want with like a specific nature or a specific ability, because again, the egg that Cynthia gives you is generated the moment you receive it from her. So if you save the game beforehand and then just reset until you receive an egg that you want, and there you go. But I got lucky. I got the egg that I wanted. So let's talk about Togepi here, while I give it a nickname, because yes, this Togepi is actually my next team member. So Togepi, first, before we talk about it, nickname. So Togepi, because you are the next team member, you are going to be given a nickname that is actually really, really special to me. You will be named Cosmos. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to make all of my Pokemon's nicknames in my team after Xenoblade Chronicles references, because there is a Rare Blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Actually, these are all Xenoblade Chronicles 2 references, technically, but yeah, there is a Rare Blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 named Cosmos, but that's not the reason why I'm nicknaming this Togepi after her. There's another reason, but before we go into that, Togepi as a Pokemon, really, really good. It takes quite a bit of effort to get it to fully evolve, because it is a Pokemon that would require happiness to be fully evolved. You need it to be fully happy to evolve into Togetic. Then you need an evolutionary stone called the Shiny Stone to evolve it into its final evolved form, Togekiss. But once it's fully evolved, Togekiss, like the Togepi family, is really, really good. Pretty bulky, deals decent hits on the special side. But the real, like, interesting thing about Togepi is one of its abilities is Serene Grace. The other ability is Hustle, which boosts the power of physical attacks but lowers its accuracy. Not worth using, in my opinion. But Serene Grace is a really, really interesting ability because the way it works is moves with extra effects will have their effectiveness of their extra effect being doubled. So, for example, say I were to teach Cosmos here. It learns Ancient Power leveling up. Okay, so Ancient Power, I believe it has a 10% chance of raising all of your stats. With Serene Grace, that becomes a 20% chance. So that's a good example. Or, for another example, Water Pulse has a chance of confusing, but with Serene Grace, that chance is doubled. Really, really cool. But when you have Togekiss, you can actually have it learn a move called Air Slash, and Air Slash goes from a 30% chance at making the opponent flinch to 60% chance with Serene Grace. So over half. Really, really useful. Anyways, Cosmos here. Let's get into to some Cycling Road battles. Because, why not? So you learn how to shift gears and you'll be able to ride it? Yes, I know. So Cycling Road, of course you need a bike to use it. Now, Cosmos, because it did hatch from an egg, it's going to be level 1. So I do need to raise it up quite a bit. Which is why I'm going to be putting it into battles here in Cycling Road. See, cycling and Pokemon, which do you prefer? I prefer Pokemon, but biking is fun. Anyways, the reason why this Togepi is named Cosmos is for a very special reason. So, this game came out when I was a freshman in high school, March 22nd, 2009. When this game came out, I looked up a lot of videos on Pokemon Platinum. At least the North American version of this game came out in March. But, yeah, I looked up a lot of videos of this game whenever I would come home from school. I would just go into YouTube, search up Pokemon Platinum. Now, eventually, I came across someone doing a playthrough of Pokemon Platinum where they were only going through the game with a Togepi. Now, they cheated to get the Togepi earlier on, but that's besides the point. But seeing them go through the game with just a Togepi, and I'll actually mention when, like, at what point in the game they were in. I'm not going to say right now because it's later on, but the video I found, the person that was going through the game was at a really interesting point, and they were only using a Togepi, and that really caught my interest. They had their Togepi at a really high level, holding an Everstone because it was their only team member. It was a Togepi solo run. And the Togepi's nickname was Cosmos. Now, Cosmos, of course, isn't just a character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Her original appearance was in the Xenosaga games, which at this point I haven't played yet. And Cosmos is such a widely recognized character that she's appeared in other games as like a crossover. But this YouTuber was the person that inspired me to make videos. Their old username was Spirit of Steel. And then after some shenanigans with YouTube at that time, they had to make a new username, which was Alt Eisen Spirit. And when Spirit of Steel was going through Platinum again on that channel with a full team run, they brought Cosmos back. But if it wasn't for me coming across that Togepi solo run through Pokemon Platinum and seeing Cosmos, I don't know if I'd be making videos. Spirit of Steel is the reason why I make videos. Essentially, through them, I ended up finding other people like Chugga Conroy, like, Spirit of Steel was actually the one that recommended Chugga Conroy, like, through one of their videos. I think it was Spirit of Steel's 2,000 subscriber special, maybe. But without that, I don't know if I'd be making videos. So this is a way of just me, I guess, honoring Spirit of Steel by using Cosmos, because again, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have gotten into making videos, which is a hobby that I really, really love doing. It just makes me incredibly happy. I have so much fun making videos. I've made so many friends through making videos. It's a ton of fun. And just having a Togepi here named Cosmos, it's weird, because I always think of that certain Cosmos whenever I see a Togepi. And now that I've gotten into the Xenoblade Chronicles series, and by extension the Xeno series, just seeing Cosmos itself is also really cool. And also, I might need to heal up, but also Spirit of Steel in their Altizen Spirit channel, they were playing a game called Super Robot Wars Tyson OG Endless Frontier. I think I got the name of that right, and Cosmos appears in that game as well. So yeah, but anyways, now that we have Togepi here, I'm gonna be doing a lot of switching out. It's gonna be quite a bit of an ordeal to raise it, because it doesn't really learn the best moves. And also, that Staravia I fought earlier had Endeavor, which is a really interesting move. The way Endeavor works is, whenever your HP is lower and you use Endeavor, it'll bring your opponent's HP down to yours, which is a really nice tactic, because if you're brought down to 1 HP and you use Endeavor to bring the opponent down to 1 HP, then you can just use Quick Attack after, which is a common strategy, which was made popular with Rattata, of all Pokemon. But yeah, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I might need to heal up. Luckily, the Pokemon Center is, like, right there. Also, Cycling Road. I never actually went into how Cycling Road is, because I was just caught up in the euphoria of having Cosmos in my team. So, Cycling Road. You know what? Cosmos, you're gonna have to skimp out on experience for this fight, because I'm low on HP. The gimmick of Cycling Road is, aside from you being on a bike, it's actually on a slope. So let me demonstrate that after this battle against this rude Starly that decided to just use Double Team. You don't do that. That's not allowed. So if you use Double Team as well, I'm gonna be upset. No, you're gonna use Quick Attack. Okay, you didn't knock me out, so I don't have to be super upset. But Cycling Road is on a downhill slope, so come on, Genbu. Yes, you grew to level 27. You're super strong. Mega Drain. That's stronger than Absorb, so why not? I'll take it. But where was I? Cycling Road? Yeah. And you fell off your bike. That's not allowed on Cycling Road. You have to stay on your bike at all times. Should have challenged you to a race, not a battle. So if you let go of the control stick while you're on the bridge, you just automatically go down. And you go down at fast speed, depending... It doesn't matter which gear you're on, so that's interesting. Okay. Team is fully healed up. Let's just continue going down Cycling Road. I love how you can see, like, the underside of Route 206 here. It's just really, really cool. I battle you, right? Yeah. And now we have, like, these tunnels. It's really cool. So you gotta love that. Shogun, you know, I've never actually had a bike in real life that could change gears. I mean, the last bike I had was also stolen, so oops. Anyways, level 18. Cosmos is catching up at least, so I don't know if you caught like what I was doing when I was talking about like Togepi and whatever, but I did give it the Soothe Bell because that's going to increase its happiness even further. So because Cosmos will evolve into Togetic through happiness, any way to further boost its happiness up will make my life easier. And we have the happiness checker so we can get a rough idea of how happy it is. Oh, don't use Endeavor. Wow, really? We had that much more HP compared to Starly? Huh. But yeah, and also just getting, like just moving around with our bike or just walking around will also increase Cosmos' happiness. Now, I also need to be careful not to let Cosmos faint. So, that's also a priority because when it faints, it loses happiness. Oh, I forgot to switch. Whatever. Double team? How dare you. Also, this is our first time seeing Staravia. I mean, that other trainer that we fought earlier was our first time seeing Staravia, but still. And we fought a trainer here with a Pikachu. The mascot of the franchise. I mean, Pikachu is... It's not really anything worthwhile to talk about, but it is interesting. Okay, so how many trainers are left? The 3 speed makes for... Yes, I know how the bike works. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting you there. The bike will carry you a long way. Yes, but I really don't use bikes that often. So, oops. Let's see, Ryan with a Shinx. Interesting. I don't know if Shinx has Spark at this point, so I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna use this. So there you go. Oh, bite. So, it's gonna be a little bit before we see Cosmos in battle, just because she's not gonna have any good offensive moves. The only move she can rely on is Metronome, which is... I mean, it's a fun move to use, just randomly uses a different move. So, yeah. There's a lot of moves for it to pick. My Pokemon are plumb worn out. You just plumb collapsed. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Some people compete over speed and some compete over technique. Which kind are you? I don't know. I just like to have fun. There's a lot of trainers here. Jeez. But you know what? It's more experience for Cosmos. I could just slap on the experience share on her and just call it a day, but nah. The Soothe Bell will make her happiness go up more. I mean, leveling up increases happiness as well, but still. Who knows? I might just like off screen just grind for happiness. Oh, you are rude. That's not nice. Not nice at all. Okay, well, let's just get our experience. Just get our level up. Gion is still a level behind Genbu, but oh well. Also, this is going to be my first time using a Togepi in Platinum. I know I said, like, it's really good and whatever, but this is, like, my first time using one in-game, so this is going to be fun. I've used one, like, competitively and whatnot, but, again, never in-game. Let's see. Razor Leaf on you. I don't like you, Shinx. I swear, if you paralyze me, I will be very upset. Okay, I am not very upset. I'm still mildly upset because a Gion is burned. But I'll get over it. Okay, Shinx. Do your thing. Just give me that delicious experience. I'm a speedy technician, apparently. Okay, no, I wanted to talk to you. I enjoy the scenery. Yeah, it's really nice. I like seeing everything down below. I believe you are the last trainer here. If you beat me, you can count on something rotten. Wow! Is that a threat? I don't appreciate that. Rude. Oh, Pikachu. Oh. Well then. You wouldn't harm a Togepi, right? I mean, the Pikachu in the anime would never. I'm not gonna show off Metronome. I'm gonna just switch over here. Pikachu is always something I want to be careful when fighting, just because it has the ability Static, so if you were to use a move that makes contact with it, like Bite, for example, then you have a chance of being paralyzed, but it doesn't matter because it used Thunder Wave. Rude. I don't appreciate you. How dare you? Well, hopefully, I think this is actually the last trainer here, so nothing to worry about. Okay, so I believe that's the last trainer here. Yeah, have you got so lost in where we can— Wow, rude. Just because you lost? I won't you get lost in a cave. Or no, Shifter. Yes, I know. Both of you say the same thing. It's like you're robots or something. It's a bicycle without this. This is a flag. It's a Pokemon accessory, so we can't really stick it on our bike anyways. Anyways, let's just hop off the bike, because again, I don't really use the bike, even though it would make us go faster. Raspberry? That's not how you spell raspberry. I mean, it is in the Pokemon games, because this isn't like a real-life raspberry. But yeah, now we could go over here, but I'm not going to go there just yet, because there's actually something I want to grab. Now, Route 207, we're right over here. Okay, let's pick these berries. We saw these berries earlier last time we were here in Route 207. This is the route that is directly above... Oh, I can't grab this one just yet? Fine. I want this one. Yeah, this was the route that we saw, like, that was directly above Orberg City. So I can't grab the other berry. Yeah, sometimes... I think the reason why I can't grab these berries right now, even though this is our first time in this part of Route 207, is because we saw it on screen. And if you don't pick berries, then eventually they'll just fall off into the dirt and then regrow themselves. Which is nice. They're self-sustaining that way, but... I'll just wait for that one to regrow. Yeah, right here. If we have the bike, we can go up this slope whenever we're in 4th gear. And Orberg City is actually right here, so it's really nice for a place to heal. And the museum is right there if you want to revive any fossils instead of going the long way through Eterna Forest and Floroma Town and Jubilife to Orberg. Having the bike just makes traveling from Eterna to Orberg much easier. And also, now that we have the Explorer Kit, we can just use it here in Orberg City, dig around until we get fossils, leave the underground, and just immediately restore them. Which is nice. Anyways, Route 207, I'm not going to fully explore it just yet. Okay, are you gonna fight me? I guess you are. Pokemon become immobilized so they're sleep paralyzed. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly fight these two trainers, because there's something I want here that in Diamond and Pearl I would have gotten a little bit earlier, like right when I left Route 206. But I guess I have to go further here. But why not? This will give Cosmos even more experience to work with. So I'm not complaining. Ooh, a Chimchar! That's our first time seeing a Chimchar outside of our rival. Okay, so... Cosmos, please stay out of this. And then just bop the Chimchar. Spark. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, that's really, really gonna hurt. That didn't hurt that. I don't like you. Oh, this is also going to hurt. Wow, this turn. Critical! This turn just bopped me real good. Is that enough to knock out Chimchar? It is. Good. Good, good, good. Now let's use Razor Leaf and then Mud Bomb. Okay, Aegeon is going to take quite a bit of damage here, but that's fine. That is perfectly... Oh, really? Critical hit next? So let's see. Last turn, I got paralyzed. And then after that, I got a critical hit, and then this turn I got a critical hit. So I'm just going to assume that the worst is going to befall me. Sorry, Aegeon, you're going to have to take one for the team. But this means more experience for Cosmos, so yay. But this was annoying. had no right to be this annoying. At least Cosmos is level 13. Cool. Cool. Yeah, you lost. Get over it. I wouldn't have to fight you right now if a certain someone wouldn't show up here. Let me just avoid this trainer. So, I'm not going to run to get their attention. Instead, I'll go over here. And look, it's Dawn. She shows up in Diamond and Pearl like right as soon as you leave Cycling Road. But she's gonna give us a thing. See, I'll be honest, this choice she's giving you doesn't matter. She's right, she'll give us the Verse Seeker. So, the Verse Seeker is an interesting item. So, whenever you use it and you're near a trainer, they can sometimes give you a rematch. And then you walk, I believe, 100 steps to recharge it to use again. Nice way to just grind for experience and money. But now, she's also going to give us the Dowsing Machine app for our Pokétch. My favorite app in the game because it locates items that we can't see. So let's talk about how that works. Professor Rona's counting on us. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. Sure he is. So, let's just switch over to the Dowsing Machine. Also, how happy is Cosmos here? You have 1 heart. Not... Okay, I was gonna say, a Geon also has a heart. Okay, anyways, the Dowsing Machine. So, the way this item works is whenever you're in range of a hidden item, just tap it, and it will show you where hidden items are close to you. So, in this instance, we're always going to be the center point in the Dowsing Machine. So, there's an item that is exactly 2 tiles ahead of us. So, right over here, Great Ball, I'll take it. And there's one up there that I can't quite get. I have this on pretty much throughout the entirety of the game because it's just so useful. So, I'm sorry if the constant beeping from it annoys you, but it's really, really useful to just find hidden items. So I'm going to be using it everywhere. Also, do you say anything? Okay. I know how to change gears on my bike. Anyways, I'm just going to quickly heal up. So we made it to Route 207. In this episode. And that's as much progress as we're going to make in terms of where we actually need to go. Now that we have access to Cut, the bike, and the Dowsing Machine, we're going to be going through Route 206. I'm not going to be going into what lies at the end of it, but I do want to explore it. And then after that, we're going to be doing quite a bit of backtracking because a lot of stuff is open to us. See, I'm going to guess there's a hidden item right here. No? And then what's over here? What's behind this cut tree? Is there an actual item? Yeah, there's some things here for us. PP Up, really useful item. What it does is, it raises how many power points a move has by 20% of its base power points. So, in this instance, if I were to use it on Growl, it would increase by 8 every time I use a power point. You can use a power point, a PP Up. You could use a wow, I'm stumbling on my words. You can use a PP up to 3 times on a given move. So, that's neat. Anyways, Route 206, now that we're in the bottom half of it, has some Pokemon for us. That wasn't one of them. Also, I like how you could just go underneath the bridge. It's really neat. But there's 2 new Pokemon for us to find here in Route 206. One of them is the evolved form of Kricketune. See, there were 2 caves on Route 206, but I can only find 1 entrance. That's something to talk about later. But we can find Kricketune here in the morning or at night. Kricketune! Not really a good Pokemon. This is probably the point in the game where Kricketune will be at its best. Its stats just aren't the best later on, and it doesn't learn that many good moves. But, oh well. The one cool thing that everyone will say about Kricketune is that it has a really good cry. A really, really good one. One that will stay in your head for the rest of time once you hear it. Anyways, the next new Pokemon that we can find here is this thing that I'm fighting right now, Gligar. Gligar. Really good Pokemon once you get it to fully evolve. Has the ground and flying type, so it has a unique resistance to immunity outright to electric type moves. Now Gligar, you will need to find a certain held item and level it up at night to evolve. But once it's fully evolved, it's really, really good. Both of its abilities lend itself really well. Hyper Cutter will prevent its attack stat from being reduced. Sand Veil will just increase its evasiveness in Sandstorm, and it just lends itself really well to how Gligar plays, because Gligar is physically really good on the defensive side. Really good with some attacking moves as well. You can boost its attack with moves like Sword Stance. Just really, really bulky, and its type just lends itself really well to taking hits. Now, taking special attacks, though, that's something you want to watch out for. But I definitely recommend Gligar. It is a bit on the slow side as well, but still worth using. Now, this is gonna be a pain. Now, that hiker was mentioning something about how there was 2 caves here at the end of Route 206, and one of the bikers that we fought on Cycling Road mentioned something about Wayward Cave. That is actually a place we will be exploring, not now, not even in the next episode either, but it is a place that we will be going to later, because there's some neat things there. But just know that eventually we will be going into the Wayward Cave. Let's see, what do I want to do? Just, of course, switch. Aegeon is also going to need to catch up to Genbu as well. Was Aegeon fainting the first, like in that previous battle in Route 207, the first time one of our team members actually fainted? Huh. I think it was. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's just beat you. You're almost done, right? You only have one more Pokemon left. Is it another Onix? No, you're actually done. Huh. Well, what do you know? See, we hikers are big-hearted guys. That's what I like about hikers. I just love how hikers are always super cheery. Also, from that wild battle, Cosmos learned Yawn, which I replaced with Growl. Yawn will... It's a delayed sleep attack, so the next turn after you use Yawn, your opponent will be asleep. It's decent. Anyways, right over here, that's Wayward Cave. There's things for us to do there, but not yet. Poison Barb. That increases the power of Poison-type moves, which I don't have any with. No hidden items over here? Really? So let's just leave this place right now, because I don't plan on exploring Wayward Cave just yet. Just want to make sure there's no hidden items I'm missing out on. You're gonna hear that dinging a lot, but get used to it. Cosmos reached level 16 after that. Just thought I should point that out. Okay, we're almost out of this place. Nice. So now is the time that we will be doing a ton of backtracking, because there's quite a few things for us to grab, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So our first order of business is to go into the basement floor of the Oreburgh Gate. Okay, in the basement floor. Now, if I find any wild Pokemon, I can actually use this as an opportunity to show what Metronome does, because I explained it, but it's also just more fun to just demonstrate it. So, Metronome. You're faster? Really? Well, I'll have to hit through Confusion, then through whatever Metronome decides to do. But Metronome is a really, really fun move to use. It just... Come on, Cosmos. This is your debut battle here. Don't let me down. Come on, you can do it. Okay, Metronome. It's then gonna randomly select a random move from the wide variety of moves that there are in this game and just use it. It wasn't even enough to knock it out. It's really fun to use, especially like in all Metronome only battles where you just like, you and your opponent just use nothing but the move Metronome, it can get really hectic, just because you never know what's going to happen. And I always have a little bit of a worry whenever I use Metronome, because if I end up using a move like Self-Destruct or Explosion, then Cosmos is going to faint. And that will lower Cosmos' happiness, and I don't want that to happen. I just want to knock this thing out. Oh, come off it. I just want to show off Metronome, please. I mean, we got lucky with one thing. Doom Desire. That's cool. That's a move that you wouldn't normally see, because it belongs to a mythical Pokemon. So, regardless of what happens, this... You know what? I want to see Doom Desire. I might not, actually, now. Spore! That puts a thing to sleep. The best sleep move in the game, because its accuracy is better than every other sleeping move in the game. Let's use Charm, because I think Doom Desire will hit this turn. Oh, this is fun. Or not. Wow, that looks neat. Huh. Well, good job on your first battle, Cosmos. You won't be seeing another one for a while. Anyways, right over here, as you can see, there is a ramp right up there near that biker. So what you want to do is make sure you're in your fast gear. Go into your fast gear. Let's break these rocks just to give us a little bit more room. And then you want to go through this ramp at as fast as you possibly can, because that lets us jump over them. If we were to go in a different gear, then we wouldn't be fast enough to hop over the rocks. So yeah, 4th gear is where you want to be at. TM31 Brick Break. A really, really nice TM. Really, really good. Powerful fighting type move. Or it does decent damage at least. And it will always break moves like Reflect and Light Screen. Really useful for that. Do you say anything that I have a bike? Let's see. Okay. That's it? Really? Okay, well, now that we're done with this area, I'm just gonna go back to previous areas, see if there's anything I missed with the Dowsing Machine, and then go to other areas that would require a cut. So I will see you whenever I find something. Tiny Mushroom. Neat. That's a thing we could sell for money. Whoa! Seed Flare! Huh! And the funny thing is, now we get a boost from Serene Grace to an 80% chance of dropping the opponent's special defense by 2 stages. That's another move that belongs to another mythical Pokemon. Huh! Okay, so right over here in the upper part of Route 205, there are some cuttable trees here for us. I think actually only this one. Oh, hello! Who are you? The flirty type? Well, I don't know if I would say I'm the flirty type. You're a teacher. Okay then. So we got TM78. Which is... Let's see. Yeah, Pokemon have genders. Yes, they're male and female. Captivate only works against the opposite gender. So yeah, males can only use it on females, and females can only use it on males. Move sharply lowers the opponent's special attack. Okay then. So you choose Pokemon wisely if you do decide to use it. Huh. Okay. Thank you. Now, because I'm recording this on a Friday, at the Valley Windworks, there's a Pokemon for us to find here. This is the wild Pokemon Drifloon. So Drifloon is a very interesting Pokemon. Has a bit of a focus on HP, but it can learn some really interesting special attacks like Ominous Wind to boost its stats, or even some electric type moves. Has the Ghost Flying type. It's a really interesting Pokemon to use, and I would imagine it's a bit of a fun one as well. Now, other than that, I mean, there's other ghost types to use, but if you want to try something different, Drifloon definitely is one to at least give a shot with, just because it is an interesting Pokemon. And even though I don't plan on using it on my team, I will catch it just because it's here. It only shows up on Fridays. So, yay. Is that enough? Oh, perfect. Now don't knock yourself out, Drifloon. These are optimal catching conditions here. Is this gonna work? 1, 2, 3. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now Drifloon always has interesting Pokedex data. Let's see, because of the way it floats aimlessly, an old folktale calls it a signpost for wandering spirits. There's some Pokedex entries where it's like it'll try to whisk children away to the afterlife, but it can't because it's too light. Things like that. And also, another reason why I wanted to catch Drifloon is because it's a flying type, and there's a move I wanted to learn that I don't want to teach to my other team members. So right over here, this is where the entrance to Eterna Forest is. There is this part of the forest that we couldn't get into because it would require us to have cut. So now we can go through here. Want to make sure there's no hidden items for me to miss out on. Random honey tree here. What are you doing here? Oh! Okay, you just randomly give me a tree. Okay then. Sometimes worries for days on end about what accessories I should be putting on my Pokemon. Well, you shouldn't. I'm gonna grab these berries while I'm here. Making sure again that I don't miss out on any items. Raspberries. We picked some of those up earlier. I don't think they have any use for battle. Let me quickly just check. Raspberry. Nope. No use for battle, so I assume that's something that we can just trade in for accessories at Floroma Town or use for another purpose. Same with the Bluckberries. Now, I don't know if the naming scheme for some berries were obvious, but some of the, like, pretty much every berry has its name derived from a type of fruit. Like, Oranberry is based off orange. Bluckberry, while not as obvious, is supposed to be blueberry. Then there's Rostberry for burns. And if you were to rearrange the letters, it would spell strawberry. Silver Powder. That's a held item that increases the power of bug-type moves. And TM82 Sleep Talk. Very interesting move, actually. So whenever you're asleep and you use Sleep Talk, you'll use one of your own moves at random. Really nice if you have a way to just induce sleep onto yourself. Really handy for that purpose, but it's a very niche move. Definitely not useful in-game, in my opinion. Anyways, this will take us straight to Route 205. That other route that I was in, right below Floroma Town, I said that was Route 205. That was Route 204. My bad. Anyways, we're back here in Eterna City. And I feel like that is a good point for us to end it off. We pretty much circled around. But, yeah, we got our bike, made it through Cycling Road, got the Dowsing Machine, did some backtracking for some things. And most importantly, we got our next team member, Cosmos the Togepi. Real excited to have you around, buddy. And anyways, with that done, next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're still going to be continuing our backtracking session by going back into the Eterna Forest to find any items that we missed, but also to access a new part of it now that we have access to Cut. So thank you all so much for watching. And is there anything up here? Did I miss anything? Just want to make sure. I don't think so. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time for another episode of Pokemon Platinum. Later!